I came on the air and talked about how Anthony Davis was a top 7 player. I take it back.
Just past the midway point first. Oh, big finish! Oh, my goodness.
Listen, Anthony Davis, you got to play better.
AD to win the game.
You never know if he's going to show or not. You never know if he's going to be hurt or not.
Now we're questioning whether he's a top 5 big.
You ain't holding up your end of the bargain.
This is an embarrassment for this franchise.
Do you remember when Anthony Davis was seen as the best prospect since a young LeBron James? AD really came into the NBA with that type of hype, and since then he has lived up to it. Anthony Davis has been an NBA champion. He's been a 4-time member of the first team All-NBA. He's only 29 years old with clearly a lot more left in the tank, as this season he's averaging 28.1 points and a league best 12.4 rebounds per game, along with 1.2 steals and 2.2 blocks a night, and also he is shooting 59% from the field. Not too bad, I would say. Only why does it seem like some still consider Anthony Davis anything but a high-level MVP type player? Why do some see him as a failure or even as a meme? So what's up, guys? Mike here, and right away, of course, I'm talking about Bubble AD. But here's the thing. Dirk Nowitzki was immortalized in basketball history with his incredible championship-winning run in the 2011 NBA Finals. The Finals where his Mavericks beat LeBron, Wade, and Chris Bosh in a true display of Dirk's greatness. With that in mind, what if I were to say that Anthony Davis's 2020 NBA Finals run is eerily similar to Dirk's, down to the team they played in the finals? Playing under the same conditions as the rest of the NBA in the bubble, Anthony Davis somehow became a meme while putting together a run that statistically is just as good as Dirk Nowitzki's. Here are Dirk and Anthony Davis's playoff stats for their respective championship runs. If we look at the numbers, I think we can agree a bit similar, so I do think that there is something here. I do think we should dive deeper and really see just how comparable was Anthony Davis's run. Both the 2020 Lakers and 2011 Mavericks had 16-5 playoff records, and both Anthony Davis and Dirk Nowitzki had a signature Western Conference Finals that saw them lose the ability to miss a jump shot. Looking at their stats again, remarkably similar, down to both of them not only making a lot of jump shots, but also they both drew fouls at wildly high rates. And let's not gloss over the fact that they both shot over 90% from the free throw line. In Dirk's 2011 Western Conference Finals, he sent home the Oklahoma City Thunder in a truly remarkable fashion. I think we can all agree, though, when we look at these numbers, Anthony Davis also played out of his mind and also sent home MVP Nikola Jokic and the Denver Nuggets in spectacular fashion. I mean, come on. Jokic is a back-to-back MVP. When we line up the stats here, Anthony Davis had an absolutely monster series, while Jokic, he played below the level he normally plays at. Or at the very least, he got outplayed. I'm not hating on Jokic at all. It just feels like Anthony Davis never gets his due. But before we continue, guys, I am very excited to thank Raycon for sponsoring today's video. Personally, I love Raycon. I use them all the time at the gym. My favorite thing personally about them is actually the ear fit. So I will say immediately, Raycon is also a great gift for everyone who is struggling right now. Yes, guys, for the next month, Raycon has a countdown to Christmas with a new pop-up flash deal for you to take advantage of every single day. Now, as we know, one of the best things about Raycon is their premium sound, but also one of the things I love personally is their battery life. Raycons last up to 54 hours. I don't know about you, but I get sick of charging things all the time. You've got to love that they start at half the price of other premium audio brands. You can find Raycon in stores like Kohl's or Walmart, but also you are going to find the best deal at buyraycon.com/Mike Korzemba. Guys, click the link in the description or go to buyraycon.com/Mike Korzemba and get 15% off site-wide with code HOLIDAY. There will also be new pop-up deals every day during Raycon's countdown to Christmas, and I'm going to try and keep the description updated with the latest offers. But just so you know, again, you can always go to buyraycon.com/Mike Korzemba to get the best deal possible. That's just it, guys. Best deal possible, 15% off. That is incredible. Thank you to Raycon again for sponsoring today's video. And for now, let's get back into that video. Dirk Nowitzki again was remembered for carrying the Mavericks on his back in the 2011 NBA playoffs and in the 2011 NBA Finals. Rightfully so, I do not want to take anything away from Dirk's run. It was absolutely amazing. I do want to give Anthony Davis credit though. So if we look at Dirk Nowitzki's 2011 NBA Finals numbers compared to Anthony Davis's, we see that in the finals, AD did not slow down at all. Instead, he stepped up when his team needed him the most, when the lights were the brightest. And here, I want to lock in on Game 5 actually, because in Game 5, I believe Anthony Davis got robbed. I believe he should have a historic NBA Finals closing moment. Only the Lakers let him down, because if we jump into Game 5 with the game on the line,
Backing in, looking, kicks it out, pass deflected, Caldwell Pope for three. No good, Davis on the follow, and he lays it in.
there's Anthony Davis giving the Lakers the lead off of an air ball, and then
Into the hands, of course, to Jimmy Butler. Butler goes to the basket, layup, won't go, but a foul.
the Lakers let Jimmy Butler walk to the basket. AD almost saves the game defensively, and then on the final play,
Green for three, off the mark, no good. Markieff Morris has it, throws it inside and throws it out of bounds.
Morris throws the ball over his head. Anthony Davis got robbed here. This really shows that no matter what, unless you're Michael Jordan in Game 6 of the 1998 NBA Finals, everyone needs to rely on their teammates. If the Lakers get a stop, AD is remembered for closing out an NBA Finals. Instead, he's known as Bubble AD. And so it's here where I want to ask you the question, would you consider Anthony Davis a tough guy? And I get it. I know he seemingly is on the floor quite a bit, but Anthony Davis is battling against 7-foot giants, and his rim protection and defensive presence in the 2020 NBA Finals, to me at least, cannot be denied. I just do not think it's possible you can dominate the NBA on a defensive level like this as anything but a tough-minded player. I think for whatever reason, maybe because he does fall on the floor a lot, it's easy to pick on AD, but really, the man deserves his due. Yes, we have to consider that LeBron James was leading the way in the 2020 NBA Finals. LeBron was getting the bulk of the media negativity on that Lakers playoff run, as his wingman, Anthony Davis, was basically just applauded for being amazing. So I can see where a possible AD needs a LeBron type player to lead the way narrative would pop up. But I do think we need to consider Anthony Davis's time with the Pelicans, because AD was once the biggest prospect since LeBron James, and he was sent to New Orleans, where that front office did not help him at all. Nobody would say that that front office did a good job. So really, in his younger seasons, AD put a floundering franchise on his back. During this time, in the playoffs for the Pelicans, Anthony Davis also certainly played like a franchise player. In 2015, the Pelicans were swept, but a 21-year-old Anthony Davis averaged 31.5 points, 11 rebounds, and 3 blocks per game on 54% shooting against the eventual champion Golden State Warriors. Then in 2018, the 6th-seeded Pelicans swept the 3rd-seeded Blazers as Anthony Davis averaged 33 points, 11.8 rebounds, and 2.8 blocks per game. These were the playoffs immediately after Anthony Davis is supposed to be saving grace, the all-star wingman that AD needed, DeMarcus Cousins. That very same 2018 season went down with a season-ending injury. Cousins' injury came after the Pelicans had just won 7 of 8 games. They were absolutely rolling, but Anthony Davis said nothing. He just went out and got the job done in the first round of the playoffs. In fact, Anthony Davis really doesn't complain. He hasn't complained about being a meme despite his historic run. And now for the Lakers, who have been perpetually struggling these last 2 seasons, AD is just churning out another MVP level season on the stat sheet. This is with all of this drama happening around him, with the Russ and LeBron supposed beef happening in the same locker room. Only it doesn't matter to Anthony Davis. He continues to not only be a professional both on and off the court, but also he is again one of the most high-performing players in the entire world. The man deserves his due, and I will say, it will be very interesting to see what happens if the Lakers do keep on losing, because Anthony Davis has a player option in 2025. Technically, next season is the last year of his deal, and if AD was on the trade market, I think things would get very interesting. For now though, guys, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did enjoy the video, make sure to subscribe and turn on post notifications, because we have a lot of great videos coming up. And so thank you for watching. As always, you're awesome, we all know it, and cue that music. If you're still here while the music is cued, here are 2 videos I think you are definitely going to enjoy. I mean, personally, I think the one on the left might be more your style, but the one on the right looks pretty awesome too. Click one, let me know what you think, and again, have an awesome day.